Hi guys, welcome back to The Simple Happy Life. I'm Sabrina and I am currently sitting in my very cold schoolroom and I was about to start prepping this unit for water. It is from Moor and it's through their Science Works for Kids series. I was able to get this for like less than $4, guys. So I'm excited about it because it has so many hands-on activities and just packed full of information. So I was excited to find this. But I turned the camera on because I was asked how we organize our science units, specifically the good and the beautiful. So that's what I'm going to show you today. I'm not going to set up this unit on camera, but I'll show you how I've set up other units that we've used, specifically a good and the beautiful unit that we've used. And know that we haven't done a ton because we've only been homeschooling for 2 years. My boys take science classes at the museum, our local museum. And so while they're taking classes there, I don't set up a unit for them here for me to work through with them. So anyway, if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have a video on how you organize your curriculum or one that you think I might find helpful or others may find helpful, please link them in the comments below. I'd love to see them, as I'm sure other mamas would as well. I hope that you are taking care of yourselves during all that's going on in the world right now and taking care of your families, and know that I am wishing you well. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera around now and show you how organized these units.
Our room looks a little different because we got the trees cut down in our backyard, so now my kids can run back there and play. So I moved my desk in front of the windows, and then that way I can lift them up and I can hear them and I can watch them. So things got switched around a little bit, and most of our curriculum now is stored here. I actually haven't relabeled anything yet, but it's all here, that things that we will be using or things that I pull from for us to use, not necessarily on a daily. I have 2 boys and we have 2 ottomans here around the table, and these are things in the ottomans that I work through with them. And so that's pretty much all the curriculum we have. I try not to do, hold on to too many things because then I don't know all I have and, you know, it gets lost in the sauce. But our science curriculum moved here into our closet. And like I said, we don't have that many. And, you know, some units are bigger than others and some units are smaller. So the envelope's not as thick. But, and not all of them are good and the beautiful, but I think like 4 of them are. So I'm just gonna grab this one. Yes, this is a good and the beautiful unit. It is the human body. And so I will take this out because this will be too hard to try to do right here in the closet. So I'm going to put this on the table. And when I grab out when I'm prepping a new unit, I'll also grab out an empty envelope, and I'll share below where I purchased those. And I'll grab out an empty, an empty canvas bin, and I will use this bin to store anything that we might need, like Play-Doh or funnels or balloons or something like that. And this will find a home on a shelf, and then I can take it up and downstairs with us or to my mom's house. We like to do things at her place too. She lives nearby. So all that is where my unit will be stored, or if I have like a kid or something, most times they all fit in this little cube. So I'm going to set this up so I can use my hands to show you how I have this set up in here. So this is what my envelope looks like, and my tag and label up close. If you are interested in these, I'll make sure I link them below where I got these. So when you open up the folder or the envelope, you will see the teacher binder or the teacher manual and the different folders for each lesson. Now this unit happens to have, what, 10 lessons in it, so I'll put 10 folders in here. Now sometimes I just write on the folder and I don't label them, if I'm just being real. But a lot of them, they are labeled with my label maker. And the good and the beautiful is broken up into lessons. Some curriculum that we have are broken up into sections. So however they have it broken up is however many folders I put in. Now I like to purchase things offline, and like I purchased a PDF, and so I printed it out at home. I think it's cheaper for me because I use HP ink, Instant ink, I think that's what it's called. And it's just much cheaper, I think. And then especially if I want to print things in color. So I'll print them out and I will either take them to Staples to get bound, or I use my Happy Planner hole punch and some rings. These are arc rings from Staples, and so it's just like their disc bound planner system. So I'll go ahead and print it out and put it together. And so for each lesson, I will go ahead and make a copy or two for my boys, 2 copies of the pages that need to go in their individual lessons. Now, in addition to these worksheets, they have vocabulary words, and those vocabulary words are stored in those lesson folders as well. So I'll show you that really quick. But one reason that I like having the spiral bound or the disc bound planner is because it's just not bulky, and it's nice just to kind of have to hold in your hand as you're going through the lessons. And then I can just leave it on this page. I don't have to, you know, close it or whatever. I mean, obviously with a notebook, you could just put a bookmark or a tag, but I like having this and being able to stick it back in here and then put it back in the cube with the rest of the items that we may need for the lesson. So here's a vocabulary card that probably needed to be filed. I don't remember what lesson that was a part of, but let's see. There's a few cards there, and then there's this one has games in that unit. So all the cards and the games and the little book, I laminated most of the things, and they all just live in here, and it makes it really easy for my mom to come. These are actually cards. They did a presentation at our co-op on the cardiovascular system, and so those are their little cue cards for their speech. And I just kept them, let them be stored in there. I think that'll be fun when we go back to it, because you can use these Good and the Beautiful units, I guess, twice throughout their little elementary career. So that is how I organize the Good and the Beautiful science units, all of my science units. I think it keeps it really simple, and like I said, I can just drop this envelope in my canvas bin with all the rest of the supplies that we need for the unit. And that's it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit that notification button. If you found it helpful, or you have any thoughts or videos, like I said in the beginning, please link them or comment below with them. All right, guys, take care, and I'll talk with you soon. Bye.